Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be doing the Carlton vs Gold Coast game review, going through who went well, who didn't go so well, and how it was a pretty good game for me. A good little burst from Atkins at the end to get up to 68. I think counted in the end for me. I would have loved to see him get that good halfback role in the first half, as he would have probably gone and scored a 90, 95, and that would have got me up close to 2,000 without my bugged captain. A lot of people would have gone for Walsh, who scored an 80 odd, and some other guys who just didn't score well. So before we get into the video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into the video. So as you can see here, DOCHERTY 124, pretty huge from him. He is someone I think I'll actually be grabbing over the likes of Sicily, because of Sicily's 3-game suspension. But Sicily might be fine if he gets overturned on Monday. I might have to wait a week, but I think I should still be able to get him with Atkins and Wilmot up to someone big. Because if we look here, Atkins here, I think this is big. Yeah, here we go. Atkins and Darcy Wilmot, they combined for currently around the 1,000 mark here, and I've got 60k in the bank, and Wilmot has a good break even. If we look here, Wilmot's break even is 44, and you've got Atkins here, who I'm guessing it's like 80, maybe 73 for Atkins, so he can beat that. So these guys might gain another 25 or so K or so, and 25k on top of the 1,006,000 that they have at the moment, on top of the 64k, so that we're looking at 1.07 million or so. They can get up to 1.1, even with Sicily having a good week. If we look at Sicily here, he has a 63 break even. He would have to go 150, 160 to really take me out of consideration for that. But if he stays around that 950 range, and he gets his ban overturned, and then if he gets his ban overturned, and then we can get him the week after for like 960, I might get that. But I'm also looking at DOCHERTY post buy. He will have a break even of, I'm guessing, around 110 or so. DOCHERTY 114, so he's and he won't move anyway, but he's there for the long haul, as he's averaging 106, and that is perfect for my team. So I think DOCHERTY is going to be the one that I grab up. Yes, I had him early on, but getting DOCHERTY would finish this lineup, as Hayden Young would be D6, Tom Stewart D5, Sinclair D4, Nick Dacos would be D3 at the moment, and DOCHERTY would be D2. So having the three best defenders. If we look at this defender-wise, and we look at, I can actually do it this way. This way is probably the best way to do it. All positions, defender, prices, clubs, average. If we go to average here, I'll have 1, 2, 3. I won't have Sheasel or Zeeble. I have 4, and then not having Duggan, and then we have to go a little bit down. Tom Stewart's gaining ground quickly, and then Hayden Young as well is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20th. So 20th best defender isn't really what I'm looking for, but at the moment, going through for the next, at least till round 17, 18 or 19, he might have to do, Hayden Young might have to do at that price range. But the plan is to get DOCHERTY, and then probably upgrade Hayden Young in the future, once I can get another big defender. So moving on, Shearer is also someone that I'm looking at. I just need to, I think it might be him later down in the line, maybe a week after. He might be the Ashcroft upgrade, because effectively Ashcroft is now my M7. So you're thinking about these guys as M7 and M8 guys. So I'm looking at Shearer, I'm looking at Neil to finish off my team, basically. And then I'll have the only really Hayden Young, as well as Ben Keys and Darcy Cameron, as the only real underpriced. Hayden Young, Ben Keys, and Darcy Cameron is the only real underpriced guys, or that 700k range that I'm sort of iffy about. But other than that, we've had some really good cash gen this year and been able to get pretty good guys. And so I should be done by around round 18, I think. But I'm looking at this round thinking I can attack this round here and really gain a lot in this round 15. But I'm also looking forward and thinking I can gain a lot in the coming round with just with my ability to have had cash gen out of like Atkins and other players more recently, whilst also getting points. Like I've gotten, I don't know, 100 or so K out of Ben Keys in 2 weeks, 130K I think out of him, and Wardlaw I got 130K out of in like 4 weeks. So I've got a lot of cash gen out of guys, but so Chera and Doherty are guys that I'm targeting from Carlton, as I don't think I have any. I haven't really had any Carlton guys this whole time. I had the rookies in Chincotta and Holland who gained a lot of cash for me. Had Doherty at the start when he failed, but I knew he'd return back to this 100 pace, and I'm really looking to see if I can catch Doherty now, because it looks like he's starting to really pick up and average 110 or so. 108 in his last 5. He must have had a bad, he had an 87 here, but like he's looking good L5, and that's what I'm looking for at that D2. Even just defenders, it's 100 plus for me that I'm looking for. Cripper 110, I wouldn't go touch him. Newman is dropping like a fly now, so I wouldn't touch him. Cottrell 95 got on it early, in the second quarter, and really went for it. Kennedy 93, huge last. Kemp is what I've heard is actually a midfielder playing defense, and midfielder but playing in defense but has defender forward, and looks like he just kicked it around the back line in the last quarter to get a huge last to get 87. DeConing, Akers has really dropped off a cliff recently. Shera hasn't, but he has been the one that dropped off. Walsh isn't getting the heights, and he is underpriced at the moment. He's now 800 and something K, I'm guessing 820 maybe, 828, and will have a huge break even in his bye week. If we look at break even wise, where is he? Walsh here is 133 break even, so he's going to have a huge break even each week now, basically, for the next little bit. Kerno 79, Mackay, Saad, McGovern, always no one else here. Sincotta 40, that was good that he missed. He got he just never got into the game. And then Paddy Dow just continuing to just drop in price, and he had actually a good quarter here, 24 and a quarter, but yeah, just continuing to drop. Then you have Gold Coast here, Noah Anderson 100. He hasn't really performed to what I thought he would. Witts 91, Lukosius, Rao, McPherson 76, Fiorini, Humphrey 75. I'm glad that they didn't really go Humphrey, as he hasn't really hit the heights. Swallow, Powell, Atkins 70. He does have a 73 break even, but as you can see here, just nothing in this first half here, and then kicked on in the second half to get 54. Was getting the kickouts, I should say. If we go kick-ins, don't need you. I need Gold Coast here. Gold Coast. And you'll see here, he got 4 of 4, and I'm guessing they were all in the second half. And yeah, just really kicked on and got to a 68, which I ended up having to take on field, which was all right, being like the 17th or something scorer that I took. But needing to really lift this round. This is going to be the killer round, where if I get it right here, I could jump 2K spots and jump into the top. I could even jump into the top 3K, I reckon, with a good captain and a good round score, because a lot of people are struggling. And I've even held another of my premiums. But if I didn't hold another one of my premiums, I could be looking here. I would be looking at and trying to target almost 2,000 as a round score. That's how good I think I'm shaping up. You got Casbolt, Ballard, Holman, but the good thing for me is I've been able to resurrect. A lot of people aren't able to get rid of like Wardlaw and have had to hold him, or they might not be able to get rid of Johnson, etc. There's a lot of people in that type of boat where they can't really change those. So I think I'm in a better position than most people for this round, because they're going to have to hold on to them as they're trading out other premiums, because they're so buy stacked. And they lost a lot of cash on like Zeeble, etc. like that. The Zeeble one, I'm happy I traded him out at that price, because I got a good week out of him, but I probably would have held him for the next week and would have been burnt. So I'm happy I traded him out. and it's the time to trade some of these rookies and stuff like that out as well for me. So you got Ballard, Holman, Davies, Long, King, Collins, no one else here really. I'm quite annoyed that Joel Jeffrey seems to be, as you can see here, taking this role from Atkins, and it just doesn't seem to be working. So I think they need to just swap to Atkins and then just let Atkins get the disposals, as I'm pretty sure he's going at a good clip at the moment, efficiency wise. So I'd just be giving it to Atkins. No bias there at all. But yeah, that's basically the end of this video review. Pretty good game for me, as yeah, none of my guys really failed, and I got basically off the hook, and I got good scores out of it. Well, I think Atkins was my only actual score in general, but there wasn't a big boom score. I mean, Docherty and Chera do hurt, because Docherty is 11% owned and Chera 2.7, and they went big, and Paddy Cripps is 7.8, and he went big again. But anyone with Paddy Cripps is sort of I don't think really competing this year because of his average. But yeah, I think Atkins did all right for what the position it was in. It was on 14 at halftime and ended up getting 68. So that's the video there, and I'll see you guys in another video. Thanks, guys. Goodbye.